The BMW GINA Light Visionary model isn't just a car, it's an idea, a revolution, a challenge to everything we thought we knew about automotive design. Introduced by BMW's visionary design chief Chris Bangle, the GINA concept stands for Geometry and Functions in Adaptations. This isn't just a fancy acronym, it's a philosophy that reimagines what a car could be if it were designed with the freedom to change, evolve, and even express emotion. Let's dive deep into the fascinating story, design, and innovation of the BMW GINA, a concept so ahead of its time that even today, it looks like a vision from the future. The vision behind GINA. Back in the early 2000s, when most car manufacturers were focusing on speed, luxury, and aerodynamics, BMW decided to go in a completely different direction. They asked one simple but profound question: what if a car wasn't fixed? What if it could move, bend, and adapt to its driver's needs? Chris Bangle and his DN team wanted to break away from traditional metal and glass. They envisioned a vehicle that could physically transform, not with mechanical panels or robots, but with something more organic. That idea led to the creation of GINA, a car made not of metal, but of fabric. A car made of fabric. Yes, you heard that right, the BMW GINA's exterior is made of a special, flexible fabric that stretches over a metal frame. This isn't your everyday cloth. It's a high-tech polyurethane-coated spandex that's water-resistant, durable, and can handle temperature changes without tearing or losing shape. This fabric skin allows the car to change its form. The hood can open like eyelids, the headlights can blink, and the shape of the car can shift depending on the function. When the driver starts the car, the fabric moves smoothly, revealing the headlights as if the car is waking up. It's alive, at least, it feels that way. A living, breathing machine. GINA was built to move like a living being. The flexible fabric stretches and reshapes itself over an adjustable aluminum frame controlled by electric motors. These motors can adjust the contours of the car, altering the aerodynamics and design instantly. The doors open upward like butterfly wings, but even their movement is organic, slow, elegant, almost graceful. Even the headlights sit beneath the skin, hidden until needed. When turned on, the eyelids of the car open gently, giving it a sense of personality. It's not just a machine anymore, it's something closer to a creature. Interior philosophy, function meets emotion. Inside the GINA, the design is just as revolutionary. The dashboard, seats, and steering wheel are all adaptive. When the driver enters, the steering wheel and instruments move into position, as if the car recognizes its owner. When parked, the interior retracts, giving the cabin a clean, sculptural look. Instead of a cluttered dashboard filled with buttons, GINA offers simplicity. Everything you need appears only when required, no distractions, no unnecessary details. BMW called this a spiritual approach to design, a form of minimalism that connects the car with the driver on an emotional level. Engineering genius behind GINA. To make such a car possible, BMW engineers had to reinvent almost everything about how cars are built. The aluminum frame had to be lightweight but strong enough to hold its shape while allowing flexibility. The fabric skin had to resist UV light, heat, cold, and mechanical stress. Every movement was precisely calculated. The joints and mechanisms were hidden under the skin, giving the car a seamless look. When the hood opens, the fabric stretches naturally without wrinkling. When the doors rise, the material adjusts smoothly. Every detail is carefully choreographed. Performance and powertrain. Although BMW never revealed exact engine specifications, the GINA was based on the BMW Z8 platform. That means it likely housed a powerful 4.4-liter V8 engine producing around 400 horsepower. But in the GINA, performance wasn't the focus, it was the concept of adaptability and emotional design that mattered most. However, the lightweight body and aerodynamic design made it more efficient and responsive than traditional sports cars of its era. BMW was proving that sustainability and performance could coexist beautifully. Philosophy of change. The BMW GINA challenges one of the automotive industry's oldest beliefs, that a car's form must be fixed. BMW argued that form should follow emotion, not just function. Cars could be designed around human experience, with forms that adapt to each situation. Need more aerodynamics? The car could reshape itself. Need better visibility? The headlights open and adjust. It's about freedom, the freedom for a car to evolve like a living thing. BMW said that GINA was never intended for mass production. Instead, it was a thought experiment, a way to inspire future design. It encouraged BMW engineers and designers to think beyond limitations, to experiment with new materials, and to create cars that could truly connect with people. Impact on modern BMW design. Although GINA itself was never sold, its influence can be seen in almost every modern BMW. The flowing shapes, adaptive technology, and emotional connection between driver and machine all began here. The concept inspired later models like the BMW i8, Vision M Next, and even the electric Vision Neue class. The idea of sustainability using lighter materials and flexible design also came directly from GINA. It shifted BMW's focus from simply making cars faster to making them smarter, more personal, and more human. GINA is more than a car, it's a symbol. It represents transformation, creativity, and the courage to question tradition. Chris Bangle once said, "We should design cars that are as emotional and alive as the people who drive them." The GINA captures that spirit perfectly. When you look at it, you don't just see a car, you see a living sculpture that breathes, blinks, and adapts. It's art on wheels, the bridge between human imagination and engineering reality. Why BMW never built it for the road? The reason GINA never made it to production is simple: the materials, while strong, weren't ready for real-world conditions like crashes or extreme weather. The flexible skin was revolutionary but not yet safe enough for daily driving. However, that wasn't the point. GINA was meant to open the door to new ways of thinking, and it succeeded. The lessons learned from GINA have influenced not only BMW but the entire automotive world. Today, when we talk about shape-shifting aerodynamics, adaptive interiors, or emotional design, we're talking about ideas that started with this concept. Legacy of the BMW GINA. 2 decades later, GINA remains one of the most iconic concept cars ever made. It's displayed proudly in the BMW Museum in Munich, where visitors are mesmerized by its soft, futuristic curves. Even now, in the age of electric and autonomous vehicles, GINA's ideas feel futuristic. Its legacy lives on in every innovation that dares to be different, from self-healing materials to shape-changing aerodynamics. It showed that design isn't just about beauty or performance, it's about reimagining what's possible. A glimpse into the future. Imagine a future where your car adjusts its shape to match your driving style, sporty when you're on the highway, efficient when you're cruising through the city. Imagine headlights that blink like eyes, doors that move like wings, and interiors that respond to your mood. That's the dream GINA planted in our imagination. As we move toward electric, AI-driven cars, GINA's vision feels more relevant than ever. It reminds us that technology should feel alive, that design should inspire, and that innovation should serve emotion as much as logic. Conclusion. The BMW GINA Light Visionary model is not just a concept, it's a philosophy that changed the course of automotive design. It dares to question the norm, to blend art with engineering, and to show that cars can be more than metal and rubber. They can be expressions of creativity, emotion, and life itself. BMW didn't just create a car, they created a movement, one that continues to inspire designers, engineers, and dreamers around the world. The GINA will always be remembered as the car that breathed, blinked, and changed the way we see the future.